Okay. I'm glad you like it. I love you. Bye. Wow. That is interesting. That is interesting. Oh, is that too low now? Dang. There we go. That's good. Let's get this party started. All right. Let's go ahead and look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin! The cornholio, the greatest of all time. Bitcoin out here scaring the world. We're not out of the woods yet, ladies and gentlemen. We are not out of the woods yet. I mean, we kind of are if we fudge it a little bit. You know, bring it down here. Then it makes perfect sense. We're holding support. Makes perfect sense. But if we go off the first wick we saw, we're in the danger zone. See, it's interesting. It's interesting to see that. Very interesting. Anyways, let's go ahead and bring it down here where most of the traders are probably doing it. If all the cool kids are doing it, we're going to do it too. Anyways, you can see we are in this falling wedge pattern. We have a, if we happen to break out of this and successfully backtest, we have a 9.54% upside potential, getting back up to 24,686. We're going to see if the traders want that to happen tomorrow. But as of right now, on the daily, we are in the neutral zone. We are on our stochastic on the lower end. On the daily, we have reset everything we needed. The only thing we might have to even consider is that on the weekly, we're hot. And we, on this week, we actually tested the 50 simple moving average and got rejected. So, that's not really great. Also, it does look like we put in a mild case of hidden bearish divergence. But that weekly stochastic, that's a problem. That's a real problem. So, a couple things could happen here. We could pull back, and if we do pull back, first target would be looking at 20,400, which I hate to say it, but it would make total sense like to do that. It kind of would, because we are in this broadening wedge. Let's get this out of here for a second. Let's get it out of here. We are in this broadening wedge, and the measured move to the downside out of this thing is actually pretty substantial. I don't think we'd get the full measured move. I think we'd get a shallow retracement down to this 20,300, maybe even possibly 19,800. I feel like that's where all the buy orders would be sitting, but that's only my opinion. There's no way of knowing. It's just this weekly looking a little tough, And if we have a bunch of Wall Streeters in here, could have some issues there. However, on the weekly, on the MACD, you can see the MACD is still completely in bearish control zone. We have not gone into the bullish control zone at all. On top of that, relative strength index, we are in the neutral territory, so we could actually just find support right here and start curving to the upside. Stochastic, we don't really have to worry about too much on the weekly because we can stay overbought for extended periods of time like we saw back here. We hit overbought territory back in November 9th, and we didn't even start to consider coming down from it until January 11th. So the weekly, not that much we got to worry about. All we really have to do is maintain this level, and the supply line is intact. So as long as we don't finish the week, meaning tomorrow, meaning the next 18 and a half hours, below 21,700, we're sitting in a good spot. We're good. Now it's on the weekly. Coming down to the daily. Daily looks great. It absolutely looks great. This is a point in which, a lot of people were hoping to get the opportunity to actually hit the supply line. So I think that's why we didn't fall further, because that is a great spot for a potential long, and we're just sitting here chilling. The thing that worries me is just sitting here chilling, though. Because on your 4 hour, you can see we have gone absolutely nowhere, but your stochastic is rising, so is your relative strength. So the bears could take over here. We could just test the 50 simple moving average, and then roll over and fall down. So that does worry me slightly. So the bulls really do need to step in. On the 1 hour for Bitcoin, you can see we have come up, down. Looks like we're trying to curve to the upside again. So I do believe we will see some positive momentum through the night, but that is just a guess. I mean, it's a flip of a coin right now. We'll see what Asia has in store. Anyways, that's me looking at Bitcoin. We're going to look at some things that I haven't looked at in a hot minute because we were in more bullish times. Now that we're in more bearish times, I want to see what total market cap looks like. I want to see what the Bitfinex longs look like. I also want to see what the Bitfinex shorts look like. So, let's go in. Oh, also Bitcoin dominance, of course. Let's go to Bitcoin dominance first. So, Bitcoin dominance, you can. Oh. Looks like Bitcoin dominance actually is starting to rise a little bit. On your 1 hour, it looks like it wants to curve to the upside. Uh-oh. 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 Ruh-roh, Scooby. How interesting. So we could argue this is bull flagging out. But we were in this falling broadening wedge. We are now bull flagging out. So rough little bull flag here. If Bitcoin dominance starts shooting up, that's when we start seeing altcoins suffer. I'm not even going to say like drop, suffer. If Bitcoin dominance comes down, those alts are going to have a chance to run. That's what I do like to see. However, once Bitcoin does start moving, I mean, yikes. We can see that dominance come all the way up to 45%. Oh no. Altcoins are getting decimated if Bitcoin is that high. Don't hate the messenger. Don't hate the game. Don't hate the player. Well, hate the game. Don't hate the player. Okay? I'm just a player in this game just like you. I'm just reading charts. Now then. That's Bitcoin dominance. On the daily, it does look like it wants to start falling further. All enough. Relative strength is going to the downside. So it does kind of look like it wants to fall further. Oh, your 4 hours stochastic's a little hot. You're in neutral territory. We are bouncing negatively off of the 200 simple moving average. Getting that death cross on the 4 hour. Okay. So we have a possibility coming back down. If it does come down, these altcoins are about to rip. I mean, like Beyblade. Gonna rip. Let me see. BTC long. Dot long futures. It's not the CME. Where is it? Nope. Bitfinex. Nope. What was that ticker? God, it's been so long. It's been such a long time. Such a long time. Is it BTC USD long? There it is. There it is. Alright, the Bitcoin longs have been falling. Oh my goodness. Let's get rid of this. Holy guacamole. VPVR, get out of here, dude. Alright, so the Bitfinex longs have been plummeting. That's actually not bad. That means we do have room to run to the upside. The longs are falling tremendously. We do have this level of resistance right here, but you can see the longs are going insane. The fact that they've been falling off a cliff, that's great. Looks like they're starting to creep back in slightly, but yeah, it looks like they've been falling off a cliff lately. Oh boy. That's what we call liquidation. So that's why we saw that harsh fall out of Bitcoin. Because they're getting liquidated out here. Anyways, you can see now, not looking so bad. We actually have room to run up. Let's look at the Bitfinex shorts. All right, Bitfinex shorts are not going up. Okay, this is eye-opening. So no one wants to short Bitcoin right now. Even though we saw that giant drop, the shorts are not coming up. Let's check the 4-hour. Yeah, no one's shorting Bitcoin on Bitfinex. I guess the shorts got a little scared out there. I would too if I got destroyed all in the beginning of the year. That's amazing. All right, so it doesn't look like the whales are looking to dump extra right now. Yikes. Look at that. Look at that. Jesus. What? So yeah, all last month you can see the liquidations the shorts had. What? This is why Bitcoin's price went up so fast. All those short liquidations right there. It looks like Bitcoin's starting to pull back a little bit. This is what I was talking about. We didn't want to see that. Anyways, let's look at total market cap. Total. So looking at the total market cap. Ooh. So we can actually redraw this line. Actually, we need to go out to the daily. Weekly. The weekly. That's what we need to see. The weekly. Alright, so on the weekly, this is actually painting a much better picture. So we do have a supply line, but if we can manage to hold above the 200 simple moving average on the weekly for total market cap, we could revisit $1.13 trillion. That's absolutely amazing. Now your weekly looks a lot like Bitcoin, but if we look at the daily, if we look at that daily, we're back in neutral territory. We are sitting in a very good spot. We have not tested our supply line though. So this actually leads to more credence that the altcoins do have a possibility of bleeding a little bit. So that means I might not trade throughout the night just because we could get a quick little dip down here to 962 billion and I get stopped out. I don't want to get stopped out. I really don't. So that's kind of interesting though, looking at total. Let's go ahead and look at total 3 just so we can see what the altcoins look like. Well, total 3 looks a little more promising out here. Holy crap. So total 3, I mean, we did have this rounded top here. We were losing momentum. Looks like we have that coveted falling wedge. Oh dear Jesus. Oh dear God. Larry, this is not a drill. We might see some movement out of the alts. If this plays out, this is the daily time frame. Stochastic is low. You're in the bearish control zone at the moment. However, oh man. 4 hours curving to the upside. Money is starting to flow into these alts, baby. Yes. Yes. That's what we want to see. That's good. That's good. This gives me a little more hopium for my alts. This gives me a little more hopium. I like it. I like it a lot. I don't like my Veracity trade right now that much, but I do like this a lot. Alright, let's go down to Veracity so we can check out the trade I'm actually in right now, which I might exit out of. I might. We'll see. Veracity is having some issues breaking out. That's kind of why I'm like, I don't know. I don't like it when the stochastic, especially on the 4 hours, that high while you're hitting resistance. The 1 hour looks a little shaky as well. I mean, I don't know, man. You could just pull back, test this level down here, stop me out. Because we did have this down-sloping resistance. We broke above, we back-tested. That's why I got into the trade. Actually, I was down here, but I raised my stop losses. So, This worries me. The only thing that could be a saving grace is the 15-minute, but this 1 hour does look like it wants to pull down, meaning tomorrow morning might be a better opportunity. 15-minute wants to pull down as well. Interesting. We got bearish convergence starting to happen right now. And noted, what could happen is it could just come down, touch, and then fly out of there. And then I would miss out on a possible 42% move. So this is where it gets like TA Tetris. Get in the game situation. However, if we do find something that looks better on the 1 hour, that's where we want to jump in. So the 1 hour stochastic here just doesn't look great. But if we see something that's like, I don't know, in the red a little bit, you know, like GMT sitting right under resistance, strategize stop loss right below this wick, I mean, looks a little bit more promising. 4 hour, you know, you're still at the bottom of your stochastic, your bearish controls, like this is something that possibly, maybe if you're lucky, could rise in the middle of the night. Just maybe. However, you got to be careful because you can see it right here. You fell below, you stayed below. You wicked down, then you shot out, you back tested out support. It was like, yeah, we're doing great. You hit resistance, and then you fell below your entry. So this is why these wicks are important. So the stop loss would have to be below this wick. However, 115% to the upside is possible out of this move. On a conservative route. Let's just say you don't get the 115. Let's just say you don't get that, which you probably should because you have a confirmed back test. But let's just, on a conservative note, you're looking at 64% upside. Conservatively. That's the wedge. That's the movement of only the wedge. This is what happens when you're in basement level prices. GMT looks great. And now I have to weigh the odds, like, because I'm already in Veracity that is currently losing market cap. Like, it's currently losing market cap. If we had anybody in chat, I'd be like, hey, give me some financial advice. I need it. I'm joking. I wouldn't ask you for financial advice. I would just ask you to just tell me your thoughts. I've YOLO'd a lot of things in my life, and none of them looked quite as good as this. This is a hard thought. I don't know. I would much prefer if we actually broke above and backtested. That's what I would prefer. That's what I usually get in on trades with. Like, I need the back test. So the fact that it hasn't done it, I'm just kind of like, I can't do it. I gotta find something different. Like maybe Dusk. You know, Dusk, cup and hand. This thing held up so well. Holy shit. See, Dusk right here. Dusk. Looking attractive. You're above your support. This is what I was hoping for out of GMT. Dusk. Out here. Doing it. And the best part about Dusk, I mean, like, 28% possible move? 28%. That's no joke. That's a lot. That's a lot. That's a... these are hard thoughts. Hard thoughts. I don't know. And then your wick isn't even that low. But you are holding on to a thread. Let's see what the 4 hour looks like. 4 hour doesn't look that great. It's not. It has hidden bullish divergence though. This cup and handle got disrespected though. See my problem here? You can see my problem. That's a big problem. That's a... You're about to get a death cross too. Oh, man. I can't do Dusk. I just can't do it. Lido? How you look? Oh, Lido. No. No, Lido. Why you gotta do that? No. Lido did it. He just... You had a beautiful falling wedge. You disrespected your entire family tree with that. Jesus. It's terrible. Magic? Are you gonna be mad? Shit. Magic. Do you fucking believe in magic? I made a short about magic. Noted. We were up here. It looked way better when you were backtesting here and broke back above support, but then, you know, crypto space decided you thought that was low enough. However, look at how well it respected the falling. Wow. What's your 1 hour look like? Terrible. It looks, your 1 hour looks so bad. Looks like you're going to test this down here. See, down here, this, because you haven't backtested yet. That would be the entry. If you hold this level, that would be the entry. Magic. And then the best part, 43% upside makes sense. Makes total sense. You only have to break through one major resistance, then this flimsy little one, and you're in it. You're back in it. You're there. You're there. The only thing you got to worry about, though, is this giant falling broadening wedge and shallow measured move. You're coming down here to $1.03. We didn't make it there. Ouch. We did not make it there. And then the measured move lines up with a support at 89 cents. Ooh, we can't touch that. Not yet. We need confirmation. You need to hold this level of support. All right, how about Aptos? Aptos, you gotta look better, right? You gotta look better. Well, Aptos does look better, just not at this very second in time. But wow, look at that! Wow, utilizing support. That's what it's for. Holy crap. That's amazing. That's absolutely amazing. I didn't know that Aptos could do that. I saw you hit it once here, and I was like, oh, cool. We got a nice little move. It came up, fell down to it one more time to set up nothing. Set up nothing on the 1 hour. Let's see what it set up on the 4 hour. On the 4 hour, you got your nothing. You got nothing. Oh, you do have hidden bullish divergence. Holy shit. Right here. And way lower low. Higher accumulation is happening for Aptos. Okay. Aptos. I hear you. I see you. I don't think you're getting this entire move here. I don't think you're getting that. However, I do think you have the possibility of this. 25% upside to hit up overhead resistance. I could see that. Hello? I thought I grabbed that. Alright. Extend that out. Overhead resistance is right here. Yeah, Aptos. Did I get this right? Did I get it right? There we go. Alright, so Aptos, your measured move is to hit resistance. Aptos makes sense. I like Aptos right now. Aptos makes a lot of sense. The only thing I dislike is how high that stochastic is on the 1 hour. That's the same thing I'm in already. I'm already in Veracity. Veracity's doing that. Welcome to my process. This is my process. I talk a lot to myself while I'm trading. I need another whiskey. Yeah, I talk a lot to myself while I'm trading. Yeah, because at this rate, I'll just stay in Veracity, because Veracity is doing the exact same thing. However, it's a way better because you're above your 50 simple on the 1 hour. Oh, do you see my pain? Do you see it? I just don't want to get stopped out in my sleep. I just don't want that. Anyways, let's look at something else. Aptos was pretty darn solid, I'm not gonna lie. Let's look at some of our AI plays. GMX. Looks terrible. Looks awful. Looks like you're about to fall further. What? GMX? Ew. This giant wick to the upside and getting sold off. Now you're hitting resistance again and you're selling again. I can't touch that. I can't touch that. Nope. Fetch AI. Fetch. Damn. The sellers tried multiple times on this rising wedge pattern, and they were just like, we're not selling our tokens. That's all this looks like. Holy moly. That's insanity. I don't even understand. Holy crap. However, I don't like the 4 hour. It does look like you are about to roll over. Oh, I don't like the 4 hour at all. I really don't. And then you have this level of resistance. It's posing as like real resistance. Oh, you broke above it? Yeah, okay, you traded sideways out of it. You didn't even break above it because you wicked. That is just a wick. If I drew this thing properly, you broke outside of it and you're back testing it. That looks like luck. That doesn't even look like people are buying. It just looks like luck. All right, let's look at Singularity. Singularity, dude. All right, Singularity might actually see the rise that we're looking for. 4 hour looks solid. The 1 hour doesn't look so great. You might come down here and test it again before you run. Okay, I can see that. But I don't, yeah, the 1 hour, I don't like it. I mean, yeah, Stochastic's trying to move up, but I don't like it. It's just not giving me all those feel goods, you know? I don't like it. Okay, this one's basement level pricing. I know that. I don't even understand why I can leverage it. But KuCoin allows it. Yeah. Let's bring this down to there. Yeah. I don't understand why you can leverage things like this. I don't get it. Like, you have, okay, that's the weirder part. Okay, yeah, that's the weird part. That's the weirdness of it. Your resistance level, I marked it out from here. These 2 points. You haven't gotten to it yet. If you break out of that, I mean, maybe you have a chance, but this looks like garbage. Just looks like down here at 00234. That's where I would take a long. I would take a gamble on this at that level. Yep, I would gamble on it down there. I'd throw a $10 trade, 20x, let it ride for the year. I'd let it ride for the. I'd just be like, hey, you go lower, oh well, who cares? I'll let it liquidate. I don't even give a damn. $10, I'd let it go. See there, GMT not showing the strength I was looking for. GMT not showing the strength. Immutable X. Now you want to talk about strength? Dang, Immutable X. Immutable X is on that steroids. Like, trading sideways though. You are range bound. Let's redraw this out real quick, cause would you look at that? We are officially in a broadening wedge. Falling broadening wedge. On the daily, trying to break out. We're going to see if it does. It could get pretty nasty if you don't, though. But what I always like to do is look for the better things in life, you know, like the falling wedges. Oh my god! This one I wasn't expecting to find, but looks like you actually tried to backtest it. That's actually interesting. What do I have to make out of this? It does actually look like it's about to go up in a big way. Your target is actually 173.26. If you happen to break above 114.07, yeah, your daily is curving straight up. It looks like it's ready to run. So, uh, Immutable X actually looks like it has some legs. Your 4 hours even, yeah. This thing looks like it's ready to rock and roll. If as long as Bitcoin starts going up, you will see Immutable X start flying. So keep your alerts set. I'm gonna set an alert as well. 1407. Sorry, $1.1407. That's target to not only break above but backtest that support. If you manage to successfully do that, then you could see yourself rise up an additional 51%. So it looks actually really solid. I know I joke around a lot, but that looks good. Oh, Veracity, you're scaring me now. About to hit one of my alerts. 4 hours starting to chill out a bit. 1 hour. Ew. Ew. What happened here? This is some stupid consolidation. What? If this stochastic doesn't drop down at least down to here, this level at 60, I'm getting out of the trade. I'm getting out of it. There's no shot. What's our 15 look like? 15's got to be low. Yeah, it's low. It's back into the... Oh, wait a minute. It still doesn't look great. It looks like we're probably going to come down and test this level one more time at 00625567. If we pull that off and we hold, 42% could possibly be in the future. Ooh, wax. Wax. Maybe you look better on the one. No, you don't. You look terrible on the 1 hour. No. Wax. Wax, you look terrible. I'm not even going to spend time on you. Ugh, Cello, you look terrible too. GMT, starting to move. GMT, starting to show strength. I think I want to be in GMT overnight. Yeah, it looks like it's about to pop straight up. We're about to get a new hourly candle. Get a new hourly candle. Veracity looks bad. Alright, I'm starting to ramble a little bit too much, so I'm going to call it. But what I'm basically seeing is tomorrow should be a very, very interesting and volatile day. Tonight, we might see a little bit more of a pullback, retesting our levels of support, just because the 1 hour stochastics are a little high. So I would expect a mild pullback, very mild, but we might actually start seeing some upside tomorrow. So those are my ending thoughts. Things are looking like they want to recover at the moment. However, I could be completely wrong. We wake up to everything in deep, deep red. We're going to have to wait and see. But other than that, I hope you all are having a great weekend, great evening, and hopefully those trades are going well. I'll catch you in the next one.